Welcome to a new episode of Just a Taste. This is a gaming news show where I will go over all sorts of gaming related news from the past week. I'm your host, Saint Bless Pretzel, and let's jump to the news. A Capcom Spotlight was shown this week. Let's look at some highlights. Details about the remaster of Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, were revealed. This game by the creator of Ace Attorney will be released on June 30th, and will feature a completely remastered soundtrack. The chainsaw demo of the upcoming Resident Evil 4 remaster is now available on all platforms. Unlike the demos of previous Resident Evil games, there's no time limit on playability, so go try it out. More information on the upcoming game Exoprimal has been revealed. This dinosaur shooting game will be released on July 14th, and an open beta for the game will be available on March 17th. The Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection is releasing on April 14. This collection includes all 10 mainline Mega Man Battle Network games and will feature all the content that was previously Japan exclusive. The Monster Hunter Rise DLC, Sunbreak, will be available on all platforms that didn't already have it on April 28. A new map has been added to the multiplayer horror game Devour. You can now try to stop the demon Azazel with your friends in Slaughterhouse, a map described by the dev as our boldest attempt yet to shock you. A new patch for Final Fantasy XIV has been released. Here are some highlights. The full patch notes will be in the description. A new deep dungeon, Eureka Orthos, is now available. Legendary tools for crafter and gatherers at level 90 have been added. A new beast tribe is now available for you to befriend, the Loporites. They bring new daily quests, new rewards, and more. A new update has been released for Dead by Daylight. This update introduced the new killer, the Skull Merchant, and 2 new survivors, the Lyra siblings. It also adds new quality of life changes, such as smarter bots in custom games and map repeat prevention. A new update has been released to the Indie Console Playdate. This update adds a new catalog mode, allowing you to purchase games for a frequently updated shop, featuring a lot of cool new games for this curious console. Sadly, this comes with the news that the price of the Playdate will be increased by $20, but the devs are giving us until April 7th to increase that price. So if this project is interesting you, now is the best time to jump on the Playdate train. There was a House Flipper presentation this Tuesday. This presentation revealed more details about the spring update to the game, which will add a new property and some quality of life changes. They also gave more details on the long-awaited Farm DLC to the game, which will release on April 13th. This new DLC will allow you to do a wide variety of things, such as adding extensions to your houses, caring for farm animals, using new tools, and more. The third wave of DLC characters for Fire Emblem Engage is now available. This new wave adds Veronica from Fire Emblem Heroes, and Chrom and Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening to the rosters of Emblem characters available. A new PlayStation 5 software update is now available. The main change on this update is that you can now join Discord voice calls from the console, making cross-platform gaming even simpler. A new season of Valorant, Episode 6 Act 2, has now begun. It introduces a new initiator agent, Gecko. He can use cute little creatures to do a multitude of effects, like planting and diffusing the spike from far away. The remaster of Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, is now available on all platforms. You can now play this 4th installment of the Fatal Frames series that was never released outside of Japan. The remaster of the classic RPG Maker game Ib is now available on the Switch. A new Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi game has been announced. This new installment in the fighting game series is the latest in a series that has not seen a mainline release since 2007. This Dragon Ball Z franchise is well known for its huge roster of characters, with the previous game breaking records upon release. The release date for Starfield has been announced. This highly anticipated Bethesda game will be released on September 6th. There will also be a showcase with more information on June 11th. The new game, Lord of the Ring, Gollum, has been announced and should be released this year. This game tells a new story about Gollum's adventures in the Middle-earth. More details about the upcoming Professor Layton game have been revealed. This new game will take place in a steampunk America and will be a sequel to the original games. The next 7-star raid in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has been announced. The featured Pokemon this time will be Decidueye with a flying Terra type and will be available on the weekend of the 17th to the 19th and on the following weekend of the 24th to the 26th. New changes to the Xbox Game Pass for this month have been announced. Full details will be in the description, but here are some highlights. First off, Guilty Gear Strive is now available on Game Pass. Dead Space 2 and 3 are also now available to be played in the cloud, in addition to being already on the PC and consoles. Many games are leaving the Game Pass on March 15th and will be 20% off until then, including Zero Escape, the Nonary game, Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy, and Goat Simulator. Here are a few highlights that you should keep an eye out for in the next week. The city building game Anno 1800 will be released on consoles on the 16th. Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon, and WWE 2K23 will be released on Friday, the 17th. We have now reached the end of today's show. If you learned something new, or if you have games you want me to cover in the future, leave a comment and I will have a blast reading them. I will also always try to leave as many links in the descriptions to the different news I've covered, so if some of the news got you hungry for more, go have a look down there. And while there, grab a free like and subscribe shaped candy, they're delicious. See you guys next week, and remember, this was just a taste.